Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Please Listen with John Follett, the only podcast for people who sleep on their stomachs. I'm included in that. At least most nights, I'm included in that. That's usually my usual position is on my stomach. Every night I rotate through a couple hundred different positions until I land on that one often. The more I think about it, I'm pretty sure I have some kind of insomnia or some kind of condition that is because I've had problems sleeping my entire life. As much as recently, and you could say that's like, well, obviously, if you look at your phone for like 2 hours straight, it's going to be hard to fall asleep after that. But even before I even knew what an iPhone was, when I was in kindergarten, I could never sleep, or preschool, I don't remember which one. But they do like nap time, right? So everybody nap time, get your cots and you lay down. Very strange thinking about that now. Maybe it's because it's been so long since I've done nap time at school that it's such a strange concept to me. And if you think about it, like you're entrusting usually one adult in a room full of sleeping children. So it's like if I was if I worked for a school and I was like a hiring manager or whatever, I would vet those suckers thoroughly. Anyways, but I was never able to sleep during those. I had sort of a deal with my teacher that whenever nap time came, sometimes I would try it. I would lay down and I would try to go to sleep, but then I couldn't, and she would get like an hourglass and she'd flip it, and I'd get to play on the computer because we had computers in there, so I get to play on the computer while everyone else was sleeping. So I guess it is a little bit like related to kind of technology and devices like that. But I'll tell you, I tried sleeping many times. One day, I was successfully able to fall asleep, and we had a substitute teacher. She was chill. I was cool with her. But that was the only time I was ever able to sleep, and then every other day, never. And I remember that substitute came back on a different day, and I couldn't sleep. I was like, maybe she's the good luck charm, but no, I couldn't do it. So yeah, I'm fucked up because my sleeping pattern is fucked up, because it's like I need melatonin. If I don't get melatonin, no matter how tired I am, I'll usually be awake until like 4 a.m. And so with melatonin, it can kind of like a high dosage, like a 10 milligrams. Yeah, so that helps. I just need to stay heavily sedated, or maybe I need to like Phineas Gage myself or something like that. That's the solution to it. I saw something on my feed. I saw a couple of pictures being posted by Sesame Street themselves, and apparently the Rizzler, the world famous the Rizzler, he's just been on. Was he on Sesame Street, or is he just taking pictures with them? I don't know if he's been on an episode of Sesame Street. I've just been seeing photos of the Rizzler with Elmo and Cookie Monster, Oscar, and he's just chilling there in Sesame Street. Someone told him how to get there. I don't know who it was. And when I first saw the pictures, I was like, "Oh my God, are you serious? You're gonna taint Sesame Street with this online crap?" But like the second, that was my first thought. Like the first second that I saw that, but then after that, I was like, I really don't have a problem with that. Like the more that I thought about it, I was like, there's nothing wrong with that, really. I guess because the Rizzler's kind of like been co-opted by brain rot content. I'm kind of like, oh my God. It's like if I saw like Skibbity Toilet on Sesame Street, I would kill myself. But I actually like the Rizzler. I think he's kind of funny. Because he's just like a fat, like, Italian boy. What's not to like about a little fat Italian kid? I think it's funny. I think the least funny thing that he does is the fucking Riz face. I think that's like, I cringe a little when I see that. But then I see whenever he's not doing that, I think it's funny. Like, he dressed up as the Red Guardian, and he talked to the Thunderbolts cast at the premiere. And obviously, Julia Louis-Dreyfus had no idea who he was. He's like, who invited this little fat Italian boy? And why do I have to take a picture with him? Why do more people want pictures with a little fat Italian boy than me, Julia Louis-Dreyfus? What am I missing here? And yeah, but I do see like videos of like the Rizzler when he was like a little boy, like he was like a baby, and he's so cute. I like the Rizzler. I have nothing against the Rizzler. The Costco guys, I could fucking leave them. For those who don't know, a couple days ago, maybe about a week once this comes out, the Nintendo Switch 2 came out. Brand new Nintendo console. The sequel to the Nintendo Switch 1. And now everyone is lined up. They got lines outside of Best Buy to get this Switch 2. Which means that, unfortunately, the Nintendo Switch 1 is no longer the primary console, right? Very sad for me, because it's been like 8 years, you know? It's always sad to see something of 8 years, you know, go to rest, right? And yeah, I wanted to do like a kind of like a overall summary of all my memories and all my experience with the Nintendo Switch right before I smash it and throw it in a furnace, right? Just kidding. I'm not going to do that. Actually, I don't have a Switch 2 right now. I don't think. First of all, I don't have the money to be fucking throwing $500 willy-nilly like that on a game console. Mostly because it's like I can wait, right? I don't. Maybe some people they just need to get their hands on it, whether it's to scalp and resell it at a high price. Even though some places, I think they made a lot of them, so I don't think they're selling out that much. Or if they do like reviews on their fucking tech channel, right? They need to be the first ones in line. But I think especially now, because I mean I think the only game that I would get that's out right now would be the Mario Kart one. But it's like I'm not like I can wait to play it, right? Like I'm not dying to play it, because it's not like, you know, I'm not gonna get spoiled about like what happens to Donkey Kong. Does he get his license revoked? You know, they're not very, you know, they're not story as opposed to like a new movie that came out. You know, I would, the one that I'm interested in, I would like to get in there quickly. But yeah, I'll wait. I don't know when I'll get it. Maybe when the next. I mean, that Donkey Kong game looks fucking cool. And what was the other big one? I don't remember what the other. There was like a Mario. Was there a Mario thing that wasn't Mario Kart? I don't know what I'm thinking of. But yeah, so I don't have a Switch 2. I'm stuck with this hunk of junk. I'm stuck with this thing. Look at this. I think that both the Joy-Cons have been repaired, because I did deal with stick drift, which was a big problem in my day, in my day of the old days of Nintendo Switch. You know, a bit of backstory. I've been a Nintendo gamer my whole life. I'm kind of that's the side of the console war that I'm on. I had a Wii when I was a kid. I mentioned earlier how I played on Nintendo 64. I don't even know why I had one. Like that was way before my time. I don't know. We just had one. I didn't have a GameCube, but I had a Wii. Fucking like everybody else on the planet, I loved my Wii. I still own the Wii that I have. It's full. It's also operational. But there was like a period of time where I didn't play Nintendo that much. I didn't get a Wii U. I don't even think I remember like when it came out. I don't know why I just stopped caring. It's not like I'd stopped liking Mario and stuff like that. It never piqued my interest. But then years later, when I saw the Switch was coming out, I'm like, that looks fucking epic, and it has cool games, and I want that. And so, in Christmas of 2017 or 2018, I don't remember, I got a Nintendo Switch. I have pictures of me unwrapping the Switch on Christmas. I'll put it up here. Look how nice that is. If it ends up I don't have the pictures, I'll put another cool picture on screen. I think I have the pictures. So that was the beginning of my journey. The games that I got with it on Christmas were Super Mario Odyssey, obviously. Fucking, like, that's like an essential one. Love that game. Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle. It's still got Mario in it. I think it was one of the first games that came out after release. It's got Mario in it, obviously. It's like it's like, and Sonic Forces. So it's kind of not like the others. It wasn't really. It's not even like an exclusive. But those are my 3 starting games that I had on the Nintendo Switch. I don't think I ever beat the Rabbids game. I beat the other ones. Super Mario Odyssey was actually the first game I ever 100% completed. I got every collectible ever in that game. So pretty. I mean, you can clap if you want to. It's fine. The Switch was actually my first for like many different game series. Like I had never. Usually on my Wii, I stuck to like New Super Mario Bros, Mario Kart. I had Donkey Kong Country. I had Wii Sports. I played a fuck ton of Wii Sports. But I never ventured out to many other different series. Even though for some reason when I was a kid, I really liked Link and Legend of Zelda, but I'd never played a fucking Legend of Zelda game. I think before the Switch, before Breath of the Wild. And yeah, so I didn't have like, I never even owned a Smash Bros game before Ultimate. I'd played Smash Bros before, but I never owned a game on my Wii or anything like that. So the Switch was like the first time playing a game in many series, like, or at least owning it. Like Luigi's Mansion 3 was my first Luigi's Mansion game. Kirby. I mean, maybe I played a Kirby game. I don't know. But I had the Kirby. The Forgotten Land, Animal Crossing, New Horizons. That one, it's so weird because I do not have any recollection of playing Animal Crossing. But when I went, and when I found my old Wii, I had the disc for the Animal Crossing game. I guess I just had it the whole time, but I never played it. And I mean, there's probably a bunch more. I have like maybe 30 Switch games. I mean, it's over 8 years. I have a big stack of them. And yeah, so it was pretty cool. It's kind of like, I kind of view the Switch as like the definitive console. I think it's like the best console ever made. That this might be ridiculous to some people. I'm sure if I got a Switch 2, I'd be like, that's the best console ever made, because it's basically just this, but better everything. I have a fond memory of like when Super Smash Bros. Ultimate came out. I was super excited for it. I was in middle school at the time. And, they were bringing everybody back. I was like, oh my God, this is the definitive Super Smash Bros. Game. They're bringing everybody back. And just like all the speculation around who are they going to add, who's going to be, and even after that with all the DLC, they're like, who are they adding to the DLC? Which character is it? Oh, it's another Fire Emblem character. Cool, I'm going to fucking jump off a building. And I was super excited for the game. And so much so that I pre-ordered it so I could get the Piranha Plant skin for free. And I pre-ordered it at GameStop. And I think if you pre-order it at GameStop, you get that character, and you also get an exclusive poster. And the poster is of the stage Final Destination. That's it. It's just a stage. No people on it, but you get a poster of it. I still have the poster. It's a little damaged, but I still have the poster. So that's what I getting it at GameStop. But yeah, so I pre-ordered the game, and on opening night or release night, I was waiting in line at GameStop for the game to come out so I could get it. And there were a lot of other, most of the people. The other guys waiting in line, a lot of them, I think there were a lot of grown men waiting along with me, so I guess I was the odd man out there. But yeah, I mean, it was a big thing because it was a school night too. I think it was a school night, and I was going out like at night with my mom to GameStop. We got the game. We came home, and I played it. And no, I didn't play it that night. I played it. I woke up. Since the next day was school, I woke up super early, just so I could play the game a little bit right before I had to go to school. And then after school, I played the game like probably like, I don't know, like 8 hours straight until like deep into the night, like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I was super crazy into it. And I mean, it's a great game. It's fucking amazing. I mean, what can I say? I don't know what the general consensus is on Smash Bros. Ultimate. I know everybody's like, the Super Smash Bros. Fans, they all like Melee. Everybody likes Melee for some reason. They all hate Brawl. The Wii U one, I don't know how people feel about that. But I fucking love that game. I would even say it's up there with my favorite game of all time. I don't know, man. It's like, because it's not just how much I enjoy the game. It's like the spectacle, and it's like the crossover. It's like it's a lot of things, man. And just the pure enjoyment that I got out of that game, and the frustration. I have vivid memories of fucking spirits. You collect spirits in that game, of like as a part of the story mode. There are these fucking spirits, man, that are so difficult. Maybe I'm just bad at the game, but fucking they were like Donkey Kong Jr. or something, or like maybe Pauline. I don't remember what it was. And then there was this little shit named Ninten. The Ninten spirit in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you know, you know. That thing pisses me off. But then again, I was like a middle schooler, so I guess I wasn't the best at the game. These children usually aren't that great at fighting games, you know. But yeah, I really enjoy that game. All my favorite games, they're kind of basic picks. Ones that I would say are my favorites, like Super Mario Odyssey, Breath of the Wild. Although I don't know, Tears of the Kingdom is also great, and it kind of is just like Breath of the Wild, but like bigger and better. But then again, I mean, when I was a child, I was like, I guess I view the ones that I play, that I played it when I was younger more fondly because I was younger and I didn't have much. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I played Breath of the Wild on the Switch when I was like a freshman in high school, and then maybe even younger. Then also on the Switch, I played Tears of the Kingdom as a freshman in college. I was playing that game in my dorm room in freshman year of college. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how this has been a staple. I mean, I don't know if I do, or when I do get a Switch 2, what do I do with this one? I mean, it's basically obsolete once you get a Switch 2. Should I sell it? Should I give it away for free? Hell no. If you try to give that thing away to kids in need, they'd be like, "You think I want an old gen console? Are you fucking kidding me?" They would spit in my face. People begging for money on the sidewalk, they wouldn't want this. They'd be, what is that? Is that 30 frames per second? Dude, come sit down with me, man. Come pick up some cardboard. Right, you're in need, man. If you're gonna be walking around trying to give that thing away, you're in worse shape than me. And anyways, I guess this isn't like exclusive to the Switch, but because it existed before, and they'll probably keep it going after. But I have amiibo. I own a fuck ton of amiibo. I have like 2 shoe boxes full of just little tiny amiibo figures. And here's the thing, I would display them because I think they're beautiful figures. I don't have anywhere to put them. I don't know where to put any of them. Like, I think they're great. I think they would look really cool. I would have to buy a whole new shelf. I already have 3 shelves behind me. I would have to buy a whole nother one just for Amiibo. I don't even know where I would put it. And it's not, it's like, here's the thing. I know that the Lego shelves behind me, they're not the coolest things in the world, right? Sometimes I think about that episode of iCarly where Carly, she's dating that guy. Or maybe, I don't know if they're dating, but she goes to his house. She goes in his room, and he has like a shelf of a bunch of little like toy plushes of like animals. They're kind of like Beanie Babies. I don't know exactly. I don't remember exactly what it was. And she gets what kids would call these days the ick, and she gets super like turned off by this guy's collection of Beanie Babies. And I often think that I'm that guy, and that's basically like the major turnoff, like that. Those shelves are a major turnoff. I often get insecure thinking about that, but at least there are a good amount of people that think Legos are pretty cool, and like a lot of like normal people, ones that have like, they're not like all like losers. They like Lego and they like building Lego, right? But this might sound mean. When you get into people that collect amiibos, the amount of normal people that collect amiibos compared to the normal people that collect Lego, the amount of normal people that collect amiibo, the amount is a little bit smaller. It's a little bit more, it's kind of the pool of normal people with amiibos shrinks a little bit, right? And so if somebody saw that I had a shelf of amiibo, there's a chance that they would think a little bit less of me. A higher chance as if they were to see the Legos, right? Does that make sense? That's my weird convoluted way of just explaining why I don't have amiibos displayed. I know I would make a fuck ton of money selling those things. I don't know if I have any rare ones or not. But I remember I would just be like, I would be on eBay just like looking at and bidding on amiibos, because I thought they were cool, and I thought, I don't know, I didn't really use them for games. I guess I got Mario Kart outfits from some of my amiibos, but I have a pretty hefty collection. I really like my Banjo-Kazooie one. That's kind of a Banjo-Kazooie. When he came out, he kind of became my main in Smash Bros. Really love Banjo-Kazooie. Back to the point of like the Switch was there for so many big moments. Animal Crossing New Horizons was like my best friend during quarantine. Throughout the whole pandemic, like the whole rest of the world. That's why that game became like a mega success, is because so many people were playing it. It came out like right before COVID, I think. And I was on that thing all the time. And I love that game. The thing is, I fucking hate... I don't hate games like that. It's just for some reason when games like that, where you have like full creative control, and you can design whatever you like, right? It's so hard for me to play a game like that, because I'll design my island. I'll make it look nice, or how the best I think it looks nice. I'll be like, that looks nice. Then I'll go online and I'll see other people's islands, and theirs will look so much better than mine. And they got like they did these crazy, like, their layout is so nice, but it's busy, but it's not cluttered. They have all their items like put out there, right? And I look at mine, I'm like, this is child's play. This looks like shit. And I don't know. So I'm like, I'm raising everything, and I'm starting anew. And I've done that multiple times during Animal Crossing, and it takes so long to do it, because it takes real life time to fucking move things around. And I'm not one of those guys that like fucks with the date and time to make days go faster. It's not It's against the law where I come from. Um, and so yeah, I'll do that. It'll be like a 2 week long process, and then I'll be like, this sucks, and I never like finish it. So like I'm always walking around like an unfinished village or island, and then a couple days in, I'll be like, I want to change everything. So it's hard for me to play a game like that. I don't know. I have this thing wrong with me where I'm not good at my own ideas aren't good enough. Everyone's idea is so much better. I feel like if someone else, here's the weird thing, if somebody else made an island that looked exactly like mine, I'd be like, that is the most beautiful thing. That's the most beautiful thing ever. But it's because I made it, I see like all the cracks and all the seams, right? That makes so much sense. Tell me that's relatable. I fucking vocalized that perfectly. So that's my problem with Animal Crossing. But I played it a fuck ton during COVID. I remember on Halloween I was fucking trick-or-treating in Animal Crossing instead of trick-or-treating in real life. I was a sophomore in high school, so I was grown. I don't fuck with baby shit like trick-or-treating anymore. That was my mindset. In closing, I'll probably, in about 10 to 20 years, I'll have fond memories of the Nintendo Switch, just like I have fond memories of the Wii now, right? I'll be on my deathbed, someone will bring up, you remember when you used to play Sonic Forces on the Nintendo Switch? I'll be like, I do. And then my grandkids will be playing the Nintendo Switch 7. I think, honestly, I don't know if this is controversial, the Nintendo Switch should be like the Nintendo's like thing. Like that should be just their console, right? Because every time they reinvent themselves, like it's like a new like kind of gimmick or like a new style of gameplay, which I guess they could keep doing. But like I don't see like a better one than this Nintendo Switch, because it's such a like the handheld / console thing, like that's gold right there. And I think that they should just keep doing sequels to it, like Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo Switch 3, Switch 4, same way that PlayStation's like the PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4. Theirs is like the same concept, but they just upgrade it. I think that's what Nintendo should be doing. And at this point, it's like you can't upgrade anymore. I mean, what are you gonna have 8K graphics? You can't do any more than that, right? I think we've peaked graphically. Am I right about that? I mean, without games being like 400 gigabytes, I think we've peaked graphically. But yeah, the Switch was a great console. Throughout this, I'll probably have like B-roll of me of like pictures that I took on my Switch throughout the years, or like videos of games. I take a lot of pictures of like the end credits where it says like "thank you for playing" or like the end. I don't know. Maybe if you guys can start a GoFundMe and make me enough money to raise me enough money to buy the Switch 2, I'll do a video where I just fucking smash this thing with a hammer. I mean, I know I'm getting sentimental over it, but like, you give me enough money, I'll fucking do whatever. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Nintendo my games collection. We got a couple epic shit games here. First up, we got Pokemon Sword. Oh, dude. And then we got Super Mario Party. Dude, look at that. I mean, then next up we got Sonic Forces. Oh my god. Who is that? I don't remember this character. Anyways, then we got Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah, Cappy knows what's up. Then the Crash Bandicoot Insane Trilogy. 3 games, 2 bonus levels, 1 Epic Bandicoot. And then we don't talk about that one. Then we got New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I mean, am I right? Then we got Luigi Mansion 3. This is the 3rd game in the series, rated E for everyone. E3, rest in peace. Then check this out, man. Check this out. We got Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Let me do that again. Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Yeah, that's a big one. We got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, rated E for everyone. Like rated E for awesome. Paper Mario: The Origami King. Mario Party Superstars. I don't remember owning this one actually. Then we got WarioWare Get It Together, man. That's what I say to fucking Microsoft and Sony fanboys. Mario Plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. Rest in peace E3. Then we got new Pokemon Snap. Yeah, take a picture. It'll last longer. How about that? Mario Tennis Aces. I wish I could play tennis, but I got into a bad accident when I was 13. Splatoon 2. I mean, come on. I didn't get Splatoon 3 because I'm not a fucking idiot. And then, what? Chicken Jockey, am I right, guys? With the Super Mario mashup. Yeah. Pikmin 4. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, false advertising. Super Mario Maker 2. Whoa, this is like, what are they, Jesus? They're inventing the world in their own image. Kirby the Forgotten Land. Look at that. What is this, The Last of Us? Looks like Seattle in real life. Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Love this fucking game, dude. The elephant. Oh, dude. Don't even get me started. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Look, 3 games in 3D. Come on. Oh, there's a little smudge. Oh, let's go. Oh, fuck. It's gonna totally ruin the resale value. Super Smash Brothers Ultimate. Look how many characters. Everyone's here. Everyone? So I hope that everyone's not here. I mean, I know my stepdad packs a mean punch. I don't think he'd be a good fighter. Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury, 2 games in 1. Does it get crazier than that? That is fucking rated E for everyone. Rest in peace, E3. And then finally, Animal Crossing New Horizons. Fucking love this game, dude. Fucking love this game. Anyways, here's my games. That one, we don't talk about this. This one can stay hidden. Isn't this so crazy? I hope nobody fucking robs me and burns my house down. I do hope they do that. I just hope that my games are safe. Bury me with Sonic Forces. Am I right? Anyways, that's it for this episode. Next episode, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I started watching Stranger Things. I only ever watched season 1 of Stranger Things like 6 years ago. Didn't remember any of it. So now I rewatched season 1 and I'm going to watch up the season 4 in preparation for the 5th season coming out. Mostly because I just really like David Harbour ever since watching Thunderbolts. I really like David Harbour. I don't know much about him, but in seeing like interviews that he did for Thunderbolts, I think it's so cool. He seems like, I know a lot of like Marvel actors, they kind of do it. It's just another job to them, which is totally fine. I don't expect everyone to be like crazy fucking into it like I am. But I saw an interview with him and he was talking like, he seems like he has some knowledge about like, not just the MCU, but like the internet culture surrounding it. Because he was doing an interview and he was talking about, he references the fact that there are people that are like, the MCU fell off after Endgame, blah, 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 blah. And I think it's so cool to like see that coming from one of the actor guys. And it's like, I don't know, it's so cool to see that from him. So he seems like, not to fuck. I know people say this about so many actors, but he seems like kind of like down to earth. He's kind of just like a chill, cool guy. And yeah, so that's part of the reason why I started watching Stranger Things, because I wanted to see more of David Harbour. Harbour. Oh yeah, it's not Harper, it's Harbour. It's weird that Harbour plays a guy called Hopper. I think that's I got a hair in my mouth. Sorry, that's slightly humorous. He's honestly the best character in the show. Whenever him and Joyce are on screen, Winona Ryder's character, it's like peak television. whenever they're on screen. And then I know that in later seasons, Joseph Quinn shows up, and Joseph Quinn is going to be in Fantastic Four. So, and Sadie Sink is in it, and she's going to be in Spider-Man. That's all. Everything I watch is just based on what actors are in Marvel movies. Isn't that so fucking great? I'm an idiot. I'm a loser. I'm a dork. If I was still in school, they would give me swirlies every day. Anyways, that's it for this episode.